Acting Electoral Commissioner Margaret Vagi has confirmed that biometric voting will not be feasible for the upcoming national election. According to Vagi, a key obstacle is the lack of adequate infrastructure and reliable network connectivity in several provinces across Papua New Guinea, making it impossible to deploy biometric technology effectively. In addition, she pointed out that the biometric voting system is not currently provided for under the country's electoral legislation or the governing laws of the Electoral Commission, meaning there is no legal framework to authorize its use in the electoral process.
Role that it's part of the biometrics. But looking at going forward, it may be impossible because of the current issues with the infrastructure and connectivity in provinces, and the PNGEC too, the law does not allow us to look at biometrics voting. It's not in the legislation.
According to Mr. Alfred Andahpangah, however, this justification is nothing more than a pretext. He argues that it serves as a cover for certain corrupt politicians, specifically citing James Marape, to manipulate the electoral process. In Mr. Andahpangah's view, such tactics are intended to rig the voting system, thereby allowing Marape and others like him to unlawfully secure victory in the election.
Good live to Papua New Guinea. Last week, he came in upload this last week. Me look at Molan, Electoral Commission only hosting one blah workshop law the holiday. Me look at Moda Workman door, Electoral Commission to law, 21 blah provinces or 4 blah regions only come boom. Election managers, returning officers, and assistant returning officers over like Kampung, now only having slap workshop the holiday. And I believe it's got to do with the polling or common rule updates now, and they are preparing for elections law 2027, which is very good. The Electoral Commission doing its best to prepare 2027 elections, so which is very good. This not 2027 election, general elections, you mean should go into biometric voting. I can vividly remember time Deputy Prime Minister Honorable John Rosso, that made me declare coming unlawfully majority. Let me make you one statement. I am towards 2027 by you being preparing a ready law goal 2027 with biometric voting. Prime Minister took plenty time and come to BDNA and we thought was 2027 Lapagolo biometric. This is a kind of Prime Minister and took my did Maswarata Sutaso. And now we just have less than 12 months remaining and we will go into 2027 election. So technically, biometric system, biometric voting and we know more now. But this by mistake, delay, they have purposely and knowingly only avoiding biometric voting so that only by continuing or rigging elections. But hello, 2027 is not just any other ordinary elections. Generals are not general elections, you mean I haven't before with the last 50 years. If we talk about it, we said 50, and 2027 is very important. This is our first election going into our new 50. And what we do now will set the precedence for better Papua New Guinea into the next 50 years. So we must do it right from the beginning. That's why this 137 general elections are very important. Now that biometric voting and be fair now, we don't have the time is against us. Be like making one blood thing, or be like proposing one blood thing, or land of Workman will Electoral Commission that now you boom. People are sit down time, people are having workshop, people are having going to discussions. Putin is like thinking, you be going to your discussions and you think about it, and they try to make this one happen in 2027 general elections. Major election rigging, plenty of power-ups that come up to time during the elections. One is in the polling, during the polling, and another blood during the counting, in the counting venue. And that's where part of their money, the Electoral Commission, 90% of their money is spent law, accounting, and also in the accounting and the polling. Both are very important. And 2 plus action 50-50 the budget too. Now power up na election rigging I come out 50-50 law is just to play ABS too. So one area where But you be supposed to work in biometric, you be faith pennies. So Electoral Commission, you thinking this like, now, law, count in. Count in, you must work in electronic counting. Today, we live in a world of technology. So the technology I'm stopping this. So 2027, people are trying to put in my trying to make him biometric counting. But not biometric, right? Trying to work in electronic counting. So that by you may do away with the moments like election rigging, plenty, power place, I come up and check the counting room and by eliminated. It's like coasting the game, Hamas la. When it comes to causes, so the employee mamas like counting over those day shift, night shifts, and Sharon Bowman like 2 months and it's like coaster, but he like cut him off. We have to employ electronic counting. A world of technology, You see, you set up a centralized counting when you know that 21 provinces carry all the ballot papers. A time block counting, the barcode and stop here. Get a scanner, scan it as soon as you scan a ballot paper. The system picks it up and it will distribute it to their respective candidates. Simple as that. Simple as that. And barcode stop is also a foreign ballot paper coming in, the system will pick it up. Or suppose it's like vote any informal, it will send it to the informal bin. So you put in ballot papers through that, so the system picks it up and distributes it to the candidates. Just like that. And after the first primary count has been completed, the system picks it up and comes to the screen, which comes on board. And saying them down, the same block in the data by solo board finish. Then there's the important button blow. Elimination process. The system picks it up and says, no, this candidate is going to be the first you eliminated with this number. And then you press it button, get it, picks it up and distribute it just like that. And it's then second candidate, within a day or two, you have a winner declared. Simple as that. What's the budget? How much by your employee more screening so puka kaga blolo. You know? Those headaches of employing, I was like counting over something. What you gotta do? I want with it. Plenty Electoral Commission, people supposed to be struck take two. How much the election petitions I come up here and Paul Blake, I want to be cello counting. Counting room, I want to make bar ups, I come up in there. Another biometric voting, I may fail. Because Electoral Commission now that people like a boom, there's a workshop. Think about it. Put this into your discuss and say, come up with it, an idea of electronic voting. Just go into the technology world within a day or two you have a winner declared throughout the country. And you cut them the coastlaw, all the counting expenses you cut them off. The blood security personnel by no more. You know, those ball plays that come up here. I must let money plus a spending law, election petitions, more than slap by cut them off here. So we gotta do it right. At this one blood phase or try to do this. Now you make a time, it's the third month, a big time law. Sharing up over there is I love winning country. He kept on man over against last time. And I'm supposed to lose our troops away. Some blood love at contact red. We can refer to people who do this one. You know? It is a work in this lab fed finding machines. Yeah, these are things that lab commissions to find out what they do and so on. You know, I think they have done it in Cordoba South and so on, you know. Standardizing my names in this lab. Now counting there, you love working my electronic counting. Plenty of the candidates you got story blow counting, plenty poll place I come up in cello counting. Plenty windblow manuals are still in cello counting. You know, the commission said this is our country and our children's country. Or is la member saying Obasidalo Parliament as whole and Boli. You know, do what they do. I don't need to tell you what educated below when I started they do this one. The Baram you want tell me. And Baram feature playing, Baram country play, Israel commissions, you know. You know, we got to do it right. I even have a discussions, talk about Elabuchkane, Auntie announcing that by Midlaw electronic content. Simple. This is a thing you putting on law. Discussing play Blazo. On this land, thank you. We need to change it. We need to come up with solutions. You need to find my solutions here. What went wrong in the country room at the polling? Okay? Why Madrid can't fail. And I'll start working on solutions to come up with better options. Well, now there's no counting. No, on the Sunday come up. We know the history the last 50 years. Do it right. And a pretty counting. Bang. Simple as that. So, thank you for having me blood now. For the Electoral Commission as the executive Islam. Thank you.
Synthetic radio.